So I want to take a couple of questions now as we start the daily Q&A, this addendum to our show. And I hope that people like it. Remember, you can always send me questions at charlie@charlieharari.com. And we'll do our best. We'll try to hit at least one or two during the day. And then we'll go from this one. Comes from Maxine. Maxine asks an incredible question. And her question is, there's a sense of rebelliousness that doesn't like routine. It's great. The benefit, there's a certain piece of us that hates being bound to the routines that we have, that we want to push back from. And as a result, what ends up happening is we end up doing extra things. We come out of our routines, and then time starts to get slips from us. And we're always running around. So let me sort of talk about two things right now. Let's talk about the rebellion against routine. Let's talk about time management. They're both massive topics, and we'll just touch on them a little bit here. It is totally normal to be rebellious against routine, because routine, well, there's always multiple phases of routine. Okay, so for those that are setting rituals, you may encounter this challenge. Routines are difficult, and they go almost in phases. Phase one is, I got to do something, right? Okay, I know what I got to do. 5 minutes a day, I got to journal. Let's take journaling as a routine. So we get two birds with one stone. Okay, I really feel like my head's all over the place. I really feel like I'm not accomplishing what I want to accomplish. I hear what Charlie's saying. I really should articulate my thinking. If I get my thoughts out, I can put on a piece of paper. I see the sign. Okay, we're journaling. Okay, I need to do journaling. I start doing it. On Monday, I do it. On Tuesday, I don't. On Wednesday, I do it. On Thursday, I don't. It's 2 weeks, and I've done it 3 times. Okay, I'm never going to find time to journal. It's not urgent enough. I somehow feel like I have to look at my phone all day, and journaling requires time and attention. I push it off to the end of the day. By the end of the day, I'm exhausted, say I'll do it tomorrow, and then it becomes end of the summer, by winter vacation, springtime, and I'm never going to do it. I need a routine. Okay, you know what I got to do? I start my day at 7. I'm waking up at 6:30, and first thing I'm doing is journaling. Okay, you wake up at 6:30, you're journaling. Your brain goes, what are we doing? And you tell your brain, we're journaling. The brain's like, are you out of your mind? Stop it. Would you stop it? You're not Mark Zuckerberg. Who cares if you journal? Does it really matter? What are you writing? Whatever you're writing, is it going to, come on, you're busy. A half an hour doing this, 20 minutes, come on. Okay? So now you're starting your routine, and you get the voice, the script. Don't do anything new. Phase one, you got to put the routine in. But the truth is, during phase one, it feels different. And as long as you can use your willpower properly, right? Go to the well, ego depletion, you'll use your willpower and you'll do it. Then you get to phase two. Phase two is you've been doing it for 2 weeks, and now your brain goes, this is boring. I know, I gotta do my journaling now. What's it doing for me? Like, really, is it really mattering? Like, I've been doing it for 2 weeks. I wake up a half an hour earlier. Like, does it really make an impact on my day? You know what I can do with another 30 minutes? I can scroll Instagram, and come on. Or I can do more important things. And this is what we call, and we spoke about this, called stick week, which is the emotional newness has waned. So now the emotionality has gone, right? Everything new is emotionally appealing. Right? Every time you get anything new, it's fun. When the kids get new toys, when you get the new car, when you have new anything, like the first few days, it's like, this is awesome. And then your brain's like, okay, we know it. We're good. So as you get the beginning of setting the ritual, sticking with it, and then you get that like newness. So the newness is getting you through the ritual, and then the newness drops. And now you're in phase two of a ritual. And phase two of a ritual is, this is boring. There's no more excitement. Now, it's in this phase that the rebelliousness starts to tick up. Because the second phase of ritual building doesn't give you the emotional excitement of the first phase. So the second phase of ritual building is really where that, like, I don't want to get pinned down. If you remember, we spoke about the self-determination theory. That's that autonomy piece clicking in. I don't want to be told what to do. I don't want to have to do this at 9 o'clock. I don't have to do this at 6 o'clock. I don't want to. There's like a natural, some people have it more than others. There's a natural pushback to having to do something. Even if you moved yourself there, right? Like even if you're the reason for it, you still resent it, because we resent things that we resent having to do something. We don't want to have to do anything. This is the phase where most people drop. And this phase can take 2 weeks to 2 months. But this is a long period of time. Because during this phase is where your brain goes from, why are we doing this, to, we have to do this. This is the phase where if you get through it, your brain goes, hey, it's 6 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. We got to journal. Because if I get to my day of journaling, I'm going to feel bad about myself. Or if you're good at rituals and you're checking every day, or you're doing something, you're like, I'm not breaking the chain, or this is me. It's my life. For a ritual to hold, you got to get through this period of time. And this period of time is really where your rebelliousness comes out. So Maxine, excellent question. We hate this time. How do you deal with it? So there's really 2 ways of dealing with it. One is you have to check your ritual. Sometimes we do too much. I do this all the time. I get excited about something and I'm like, I'm doing this for the next 4 hours. And I'm like, 4 hours. And then I'm like, maybe it shouldn't have been 4 hours. Maybe it should be like 20 minutes. I don't know. And then like you start to check you adapt it. Once the ritual starts and you're in this period of time, your only question is, how do I make sure this sticks? That's your only goal, is stick. Don't worry. If you do something for 30 minutes a day and then you get to phase 2 and you can't hold it together, and you cut it to 10 minutes a day, fine. As long as it sticks. Because if it sticks and it's working, in a month from now, you'll add 5 minutes. In a year from now, you'll add 20 minutes. Like, you'll be fine. The issue is that when we hold on to the ritual too tightly, it breaks. So in phase 2, you have to adapt the ritual. Is this the right time? Is this the right amount? But you can never give up the ritual. Now, in phase 2, you may ask yourself if I should be doing this or not. I get that. But if you've decided this is important for you, the only thing you need to be doing is sticking to it. And I got a couple of these questions for those who are journaling. I don't care if you get up and write. I went to the store yesterday and I bought this and that. I don't care what you write. The practice of writing every day is bringing out your thoughts onto a piece of paper. It's making you more articulate and more mindful. Stick with it. If the rebellion continues in your brain, allow yourself to defer rebellion till afterwards. We talk about this a lot here on the show. When you have to do something, defer it. It's like taxes. You got to pay it. So you defer it. You'll pay it when, that's what's called a 1031 exchange for the real estate people on the that's watching. You defer it. You'll pay it, but then you'll buy another building. And then you buy another building. There's a lot of deferring that takes place in your life. So I really don't want to do this because I want to be free. Okay, I'm setting my timer. When the thing beeps in 20 minutes, I'll be free for the next hour. I'll be free. So hopefully, I know we just hit 1 today, but hopefully that explains a little bit about the feelings of rebellion and how these pieces play into the larger life of a ritual. And there's more pieces we'll get to in the future. All right, everybody. Thank you, Nachum. I appreciate that. Okay. Have an awesome day, everybody. Thanks for joining us on the Q&A. And with God's help, I can't wait to see you again tomorrow for the boost and or for the Q&A. Have a great day.